Hey everybody, Cinephile Mike here. It is day 82 of Award Season Review Season 3. 97 reviews coming at you in 97 days, covering many of the films up for awards contention this season. Now, some of the films I'm talking about may still be in theaters, be awaiting their release, or be awaiting their re-release. So please know that all the information I provide to you, critical response, box office information, predictions, nods, wins, everything I give to you is current within 7 days of recording and posting. And as always, these reviews are spoiler free. Also, make sure you check out my website, cinephilemike.com, where you can find the ever important Where Can I Watch It spreadsheet 2024 edition and my short videos where I predict all of this year's Oscar winners. So, starting to wrap up our 12th theme week, it is Snub Week. All of the films I am looking at, many of my fellow critics, and especially myself, believe these films were potentially, possibly snubbed by the Academy. Look, every year there are some snubs. It's subjective. The films that I've talked about this week, people are like, didn't belong. But, sometimes these are the ones to take another look at. Maybe they didn't have quite the backing, but they're worth that look. And today's film is no exception as I talk about one that really slipped under the radar. I am talking about Janus Films' Evil Does Not Exist. Co-written by Eiko Ishibashi and the film's director Ryusuke Hamaguchi, the film was released domestically in the summer of 2024. Now, at the end of its theatrical run, the film made $831,685 domestically and an additional $2,429,621 internationally, for a worldwide total of $3,261,306. And in my honest opinion, this is a little shocking given that Hamaguchi's last film, the Oscar-winning Drive My Car, made over 15 million worldwide, and this film is just as comparable in many ways. I mean, I digress here, but it was building on that momentum, so the fact that this one didn't get more response is kind of shocking to me. Critically, Evil Does Not Exist is certified fresh with a 91% critical score made up of 159 reviews and a popcorn meter of 83% coming from under 50 audience reviews. Now, award season wise, the film was nominated in various critic circles and film festivals, but especially in its home country of Japan. At the Asia Pacific Screen Awards, the film won the Jury Grand Prize and was also nominated for Best Film, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Cinematography. At the Asian Film Awards, it won 2 of its 6 nominations, winning Best Film and Best Original Music, with other nods for Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Editing, and Best Cinematography. It was nominated at the Gotham Awards for Best Screenplay, and most successful was its dominance at the Venice Film Festival when it competed, winning the Grand Jury Prize, the Fipreschi Prize competition, the Premio Cinema Sala Award Special Mention, the Premio Fondazione Fai Persona Lavora Ambiente Award. My apologies, I am not good with the Italian, and the Cafoscati Young Jury Award, as well as being, so those were its wins, along with a nomination for the best film for The Golden Lion. Before I talk about potential snubs, let's get into the film. So, Evil Does Not Exist opens with a series of nature shots capturing the beauty of a small rural community in Japan. And we meet young Hana, played by Ryo Nishikawa, and she is running through the woods and meets up with her father, Takumi, played by Hitoshi Omika, who explains to her the different types of trees and shows off the deer tracks. This is our setting. Takumi is the local odd job man. He's the one who gets water for the local udon restaurant, he chops wood for other businesses, and he just lives a quiet life with Hana in their home in the woods. Now, all the people in this town live calm, quiet lives, and this is all about to get upended with the arrival of 2 individuals who work for an organization that is preparing to open a glamping site near the town. Believing that this will be a good economical move, the organization sent 2 representatives, Takahashi, played by Ryuji Kosaka, and Mayuzumi, played by Ayaka Shibutani, to meet with the townspeople. Now, as they do, the town realizes the negative impacts this plan will have on the natural resources in the town as well as the pollution that it will incur. Following up his Oscar winning Drive My Car, Hamaguchi again gives a very simple, lived in story, albeit a lot shorter, with this one running about an hour and 40 minutes. One of the longest scenes in the film is a meeting where Takahashi and Mayuzumi are speaking with the townspeople at a forum about the glamping site. And while the locals are very upset about what is coming, it's interesting. They never raise their voices above declarative sentence statements and questions. You can see how uncomfortable the reps from the organization are getting. And it's in these moments that we see the humanity that Hamaguchi wants us to see. We don't have to always theatricalize and make everything larger than life. We get these moments throughout the film. All of the performances, are very genuine, which is a testament to him because the majority of the cast are actually unknown, inexperienced actors who are able to portray natural circumstances. It's not about staging. Everything is just conversation. So that could be a turnoff to some people because this is not necessarily a film with a lot of action. This film is a discussion, although it doesn't completely rule out action. And, cinematographer Yoshio Kitagawa does an excellent job capturing moments with the townspeople, almost as if he's filming a home movie, which we then get juxtaposed with these beautiful shots of the woods and following Hannah on her walks. And even when you see Takumi engage in simple acts like chopping wood or collecting water in the stream, it's just beautiful to see. Aiko Ishibashi, Hamaguchi, they fill this screen with this simple melodic score that is at once gorgeous to highlight the nature we are seeing and almost suspenseful as we see what is at risk should this glamping site go through. Now, all of these elements that we see build together to a possible tragedy that I am not going to spoil, but leads to a rather enigmatic ending that will leave the audience wondering what just happened and what will happen. Even after two viewings, and yes, I have to say, I think this is the only film I've talked about this whole season, and this is rare where I walk in, I see a film, and usually I process it before I consider seeing it again. But with this one, I walked out of the theater and said, no, I have to go back. I took 5 minutes and I went right back into the next screening. And it took me a while to process this film, and I sat with it for a while. It tackles some interesting issues. Look, it looks at pollution, impact on communities, the nature around us, and also human nature, and really forces us to ask the questions. Sometimes is progress for the sake of progress worth it? This is just one of the many questions that Hamaguchi and Ishibashi want us to think about. So, was this film Oscar snubbed? Yes, it was. And I'm looking at you, Japan. No judgment. But Japan selected a different film to be submitted for the Oscars this year, which ultimately failed to make the shortlist. Why they veered from the formula, I'm not sure. Hamaguchi has had success previously with Drive My Car. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know. But thanks to the Gotham nod, it landed across for awards season because I was really happy that eventually I was going to get to talk about this film, hopefully with a wider audience. This is definitely one that needs to be watched. It's a thought provoking film. It needs to be seen. It needs to be discussed. And for the first time in a while, I think, I mean, granted, we were talking Razzies and other snub films, but Evil Does Not Exist, hands down, easy for me to say. 5-star film. Simplicity is what makes this such an enjoyable piece of art. And, even the film's title may make you wonder, does evil exist or not? If you would like to see the film, it is currently available for digital rental or purchase on most platforms. There is no streaming information for me to share as of right now. All right. So there you have it. Evil does not exist. Or does it? And with that, we are 82 reviews down with only 15 to go. We are winding down on Snubs Week. As always, if you like what you heard here, please subscribe to the channel, click that subscribe button, click the like button, share the video, bring other people into the conversation. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd. And again, check out my website, cinephilemike.com, for lots of great additional award season content. All right, everyone, until next time, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.